All right, this is a cabin tour of 9723 here on board the Harmony of the Seas. Tap your room key against the door and it opens up into the room. The main switch here controls your lights. Keep the card in there. The room steward seems to just leave theirs in here for us. So this actually does power the room though. So if you take that out for too long, all the power will go out. So anyways, we have general muster station information here. So in the case of an emergency, this is where you would go. Deck 6 in the AquaTheater, all the way in the back of the ship, is where G3 is in case of an emergency. And of course, life jacket info. Now, if you're just hanging out in the room, nothing really going on, and you don't want the room attendant to come in, you would put this on the outside of the door, and it is magnetic. So if you don't want to be bothered, do not disturb. That's what you would put on the outside of the door. So as we come in, this is a connecting room. So if you're traveling with family and they're in the room next to you, you can actually open up this door if you ask the attendant. So only they can do that. You can't just go opening random doors, although our neighbors have tried that a few times this cruise. But anyways, starting out with one of the closets. Here, a nice large closet. Caleb has his suitcase in there. And of course, a lot of hangers. Of course, just a quick look at the room as well. And a big couch. Let's see, this does not pull up. So this does not convert into a bed from what it at least seems like. Maybe there's something under there, I don't know, but it doesn't seem like it's gonna convert onto a bed. But pardon the mess here, but nice large couch. Put your stuff on it if you live out of your suitcase for the cruise, or if you pack your stuff away. We have ourselves another closet. So a couple hangers and lots of cubbies. And then of course, the safe. Keep your stuff safe and out of thieving hands. So just in case you need to put away some important documents or anything like that, got yourself a safe and a couple drawers down here as well. The beds here are 2 twin size beds. Of course, typically they will be pushed together as a king size, but in the case like us, we do not want to be sleeping in the same bed. So we were able to split them up, which is always very nice. Over here we have just a bunch of random stuff, or a bunch of random cubbies here. And then a hairdryer as well. There is a mini fridge as well. Does not come stocked, so there's nothing in here. Not much of a fridge, more of a chiller. Nothing really gets too cold in here, which is unfortunate, but at least it does keep stuff cool. Nice big mirror. The switch here controls that, and of course a nice big desk for your desk activities. A couple USB ports and a couple wall sockets and a European socket, so plenty of connectivity and charging capabilities here on board the Harmony of the Seas with these. And a nice little chair that conveniently pushes underneath the desk. Nice big TV. This is a smart TV from what it seems like. I'll turn that on. And that is the noise from the boardwalk down below. This is a boardwalk balcony here. But this is the TV. A lot of different channels and things like that. So the balcony does get a little noisy during the day when there's big activities going on, but it's usually not going on for an extended amount of time. So this is actually one of the few times where it's actually been noisy. So it's not always like this, but it can be at times, especially during the AquaTheater shows, for sure. But here we go out into the balcony itself. And it looks like there's the activity down there. I might have to go check that out later. But fantastic view out the back of the ship as well. So Really, really cool. Anyways, let's go ahead, head back in. Also, we have chair, and a table. So, nice big balcony out there with a fantastic view. That's one of the bonuses to this room, is that we're closer to the end, so we can kind of see a little bit further through that ultimate abyss to see the AquaTheater shows at night, which is really, really good here on board Harmony. But of course, last but certainly not least, we have the bathroom. Nice standard size shower. Let's go ahead and hop on in. We won't turn the water on, I promise. But nice big shower. I can kind of spread out here inside the shower, which is always nice. And detachable shower head. Water, temperature, 11-in-1, sea salt breeze, hair and body wash, shaving cream, everything. Just kidding. But hair and body wash with that. Nice big sink and everything like that. And of course, just a lot of counter space for our things. And then sink. And then the toilet. Nice big toilet with a good suck. That will do it for our room tour here on board the Harmony of the Seas, cabin 9723, the Boardwalk category balcony here on board the ship. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe to not miss out on any future videos from the Harmony of the Seas, as actually next we will be giving a full walkthrough tour, top to bottom, deck by deck, of this incredible Oasis class ship. We also have room tours for just about every single Oasis class ship here on board here on the channel, so definitely check those out. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.